Hola Pisces, welcome to your love reading for January 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Pisces for January 2022? Love energies, what do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. What do you see? What do they need to know? What are the energies prior to January for Pisces that you see? Love energies, we have the 8 of coins in the reverse. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I'll have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they're seeing or interested in somebody else. Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse are love energies for January 2022. My 2022 Sun Moon predictions are in my playlist. Go check those out. 2021s are still in there also. You can check those out. I'm also running a 24-hour turnaround special until midnight Thursday. So look at my videos for that. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, until midnight tonight. If you want to check that out, I still have some bookings, I think, because it's a holiday. And we end on the 4 of Wands in the upright. For as you move out of January into February for love energies. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. I'm just taking in these cards for a second because it's really weird what I'm kind of getting from these. I'm looking at my calendar. I'm wondering if there's a retrograde coming up. That's not coming up for a while. I don't know. I think Venus is in retrograde or something. It's just been some wacky kind of readings, or they've been having a similar tone to them. So I don't know how this story is necessarily going to apply. I'm just going to pick through it and see, maybe clarifiers will kind of clear it up a little bit. But what I'm seeing prior to January, with the 8 of coins in reverse, I see work being put towards something and not getting anywhere. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is for me. It's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. A real lack of progress, getting to the end point, having things grow the way you want them to. That's kind of what was going on. Now, sometimes it can be because people have a specific outcome or expectations in mind. And of course, if you do that and you're very limited in that view and you want that and only that, and that doesn't happen that way, then what happens is you feel like you're getting held back because you're very, stuck in your way of thinking that it has to happen a certain way. So that could have been part of what was preventing progress or stopping things from happening. But it just kind of seemed like the more work you put in, the more you got behind on it. Now, I feel in January, emotions are going to be at an all-time high in a very negative way. We have the Queen of Cups here in reverse, and I'm getting this sense that, because things aren't getting where they need to be, frustration, emotions are going to be played out in very, very negative ways. So, feeling, draining, or feeling jealous, or feeling needy. Those are some of the traits that the Queen of Pentacles has, or just in general, letting your emotions just run away with you all over the place and not kind of organizing them or having them work for you the way that they actually should. So, and a lot of that can be just frustration. So, because it wasn't kind of working out or getting to where you wanted it to get to, you just couldn't take it anymore. So basically you have a meltdown, an emotional meltdown of some sort in January, where you're really kind of, upset about things. But what happens is all of a sudden, January moving into February, everything ends up being a fairy tale. And that's what kind of threw me. I'm like, well... So at times when this happens, I'm like, where's the page that I'm missing here? Because here you are with another person, very happy, celebrating. I mean, so this could be a reconciliation. This could be the person finally, giving you what you want, and there's a cause to celebrate. It can be the person giving you the commitment that you wanted. I mean, prior to January, you might have felt like that wasn't happening and you were getting frustrated, and then finally you just blow up and you're like, listen, I'm not in here to play a game. Are you in or are you out? And you might have made somebody kind of stand up against the, cornered somebody, and they said, okay, I'm in, what do you want? And they pretty much gave you everything that you want, is the way that I'm interpreting it. So moving out of January to February, I feel like this person, man or woman's up and is like, okay, you want commitment or you're going to walk out the door, then I'm going to give it to you. And I think you're supremely happy because you're finally getting what you wanted. And they're not playing games anymore. So let me see what's going on with these cards. Why are these cards before me for Pisces? Who are these people? What are these energies? Additional messages, please. Why is Eight of Coins here in reversed for Pisces prior to... Yeah, you want things, you want a beginning, you want things to get fired up, you want things to kind of happen, you want to keep things moving forward. So your idea is, prior to January, you're like, you want the romance, you want the spark, you want the passion, you want things to be excited about, you want it to happen now. I feel like it wasn't happening. All the things that you wanted, all the passion and everything just wasn't there. And I feel like you were over it. And I feel as though you're trying to deal with it the best way that you can with the Ten of Swords in reverse. I think you were kind of saying, well, let me just deal with this the best way that I can for now. But I also think you're contemplating an ending, and realizing if it does end, it's really not going to be a good ending. I'd rather not go that way. I'd rather kind of put that off as much as I can. But with the Chariot card in reverse, which is the card of Cancer, you were kind of sensing this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what I wanted. I wanted to be over here on this road, and this person's taking me over there, and I feel like there's nothing I can do about it. I feel like I'm helpless. I feel like they're deciding everything, and their decisions or how they're being is actually setting us back. I do feel like, that's like, is it what you signed up for? And I'm actually gonna write that down if you don't mind, because I'll forget. And these titles are hard. So that's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so this is a really interesting reading. Why is the Queen of Cups here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this judgment? Yeah, okay. So you have the Judgment card. So this is why you're so emotional. You're like, I'm not out of my mind. I deserve this. And you're having this conversation with yourself saying, I've thought this over, I've analyzed it, everything logically says that we should be moving forward and committing. This is what I want. I'm not going to feel badly for what I want. I want the security. I want the, protection of a committed relationship. And there's nothing wrong with me desiring that. And with the Judgment card in the upright, you're being very clear on what you want. You're making a decision to be very, very clear. You've judged everything, you're very confident in that, and you're kind of going in and saying, this is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then I'm going to be moving forward and I'm not going to be looking back. So, but I think you're saying it in a very emotional way. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse to me, again, is like, I didn't sign up for this. You made it seem like there was an opportunity to be had here. Now, as we're moving along, I'm seeing that that's not happening. And, I want this. I took a gamble with you, and now it's like I'm losing out, and you're the one kind of driving the bus. So I do feel like you're putting your foot down. Two of Swords has you sitting and saying to yourself, I'm going to have to make a decision here, but I don't need to do it right now. So I'm just going to sit and I'm going to wait it out and I'm going to see what they're going to do. I feel like you gave them an ultimatum in January, and then you say to yourself, okay, now I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sit in my chair and I'm going to start figuring what I'm going to do if you make the wrong decision. So I think you're considering your options, and you're really not sure that you're doing the right thing. You're being uncertain about it because obviously you're still in it, you're giving them a chance, but you're definitely thinking about other things you can do, and you want to have those things lined up. But I still think this person comes through for you. Why is the Four of Wands here in the upright? Who is this person? What's this energy? Nine of Cups in reversed. It took them a while to get there, though. It took them a while to get there. So they were under a lot of pressure, okay? And actually, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, when you made this, before they said, okay, I'm in, we're going to do this, they really thought that this was like, higher than it should be expectations. Like you're just like, at first they were like, come on, like that's so over the top that they want this. So, trying to kind of talk themselves out of it, but then they realized that maybe their ego was kind of involved to an extent. It was just, they didn't want it. They weren't thinking about you. They were thinking about what they wanted. So they were putting, the way that they could deal with it is say, wow, Pisces is being really demanding, early on. But I think they started to realize that they were part of the problem. Nine of Swords in the upright is them being agitated about this. I mean, they don't want to lose you, but they didn't know what to do. They were just sitting up in the middle of the night thinking about things and, getting anxious and worried. And so they went through a lot of negative emotions to kind of decide to jump in with both feet. But here they are, the Hierophant card in the upright, which is a card of Taurus, them saying, well, if not now, when, kind of. And they decided to, jump into this, take on the commitment, and be exclusive with you. And do the right thing, pretty much, because I feel like they think you're deserving of it. You're deserving of a commitment, and everything that you've kind of laid out to them has pointed that way. So why shouldn't they give you that? Okay, so that's what I'm getting. So good for you guys. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM, and I can certainly help you with that. Otherwise, make sure you click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I'll have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they're seeing someone or interested in somebody else. Check out your 2022 sun moon predictions that are in my playlist. 2021s are still in there, so see if they rang true for you last year. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios, Pisces. Best of luck to you in love this month. Bye.